Your level of success will never exceed your level of personal development. And you might say to me, well, I drink every day and smoke weed and I'm successful. And yes, that might be the case. But how much more successful would you be if you didn't participate in those things? And you see, I'm speaking through my personal experiences because I grew up as a weekend warrior, out all the time, partying. Drugs, alcohol was a normal occurrence for me growing up. But as I got a little bit older and I got myself a family, those habits I took over to my family life. And in the end, I was using drink as a crutch. And I was doing it on a daily basis, drinking every single day after work. And I was stuck in those negative habits. And that led me to depression, anxiety. I wasn't the best version of myself and I knew I could do better. I had that conscious call. And that conscious call is where guilt is now tied to that thing that you do. So I was waking up every morning feeling guilty for my actions when I knew I should not be participating in those things anymore. So how did I pull away? Well, I tried for many years. Until the end, I finally found a solution, and that was freedom through fitness. So when you're struggling and you're going through some sort of pain, or you're suffering with anxiety or depression, usually I would run to that beer. That would be my way out. That would dilute the problem, which actually you're just moving it along. You still got to deal with that problem head on. So rather than doing that, I'd then run to the reps. Freedom through fitness, I'd run to that self-development, that self-mastery, working on oneself. See, your self-work is your self-worth. If you don't put the work in on yourself, you will not be worthy, but you will feel worthless. But it's recognizing those negative habits and switching them for positive ones, and then you can walk as a better you. But listen, if you don't have that conscious call, this video isn't for you. It's not for everyone, but it's only if you're stuck in those negative habits, knowing that you could do better. You see, we'll either self-sabotage or we will work with those little daily wins day in and day out that will stack up and they will multiply and they will be aligned with the future that you want for yourself. You see, your habits will either be aligned with the life you want or they won't be. And mine weren't for me, so it needed to change. And since I did that, I've got my life in check. It's much better. I'm happier. I've turned my life around. And that's why I started this channel, to hopefully inspire some others and show you the steps that God showed me to be set free and tap into these universal laws. So let's get it, and I'll catch you on the next one.